Hey guys, if you've been following the TFT scene recently, you probably heard about the new Chinese Econ strategy called card waves. Today, I'm going to break down how it works for you. In China, most Diamond Plus players are familiar with the strategy, but in North America, it's still relatively unknown. At its core, the strategy relies on simple math and statistics, which is why it's so effective. The strategy helps you hit your key units faster, making it especially useful if you're playing a reroll comp to reach your 3-star power spikes. And even if you're playing like a standard fast H strategy with 4 cost units, this method would still make it easier to 2-star those units. Now let's dive into how this strategy works. In TFT, there's a fixed pool size for the units available in the game. Here's it shown below. If there are more of the unit you are looking for already out of the pool, your chances of finding that unit are lower. On the other hand, if there are more other units out of the pool, you'll have a higher chance of hitting your desired unit. In a typical round where all players are alive, 40 units are pulled from the pool by default, since each player has 5 units in their shop. However, usually there's even more units out of the pool, because players will have units on their board and bench. Now, here's how card waves works. If you are rolling and you hit 2 or 3 of the same unit in your shop, you'll want to keep rolling because that indicates there's a high likelihood that the unit isn't in your enemy shops. So that is where the card wave comes from. If you're hitting your units, you're in a card wave. And this is probably the best time to find that unit, right? Because if no one else has it available, there's a higher chance if you keep rolling, you'll have it available. Now, if you do roll a few times and you don't hit any, it's probably best to hold on to your gold and stop rolling because you're currently not in a card wave. Now, here's a quick tip. You can also artificially increase the number of units out of the pool by purchasing units you don't really need and carrying them over to next round. So just like buying out your shop if no units interest you. Just be cautious to not lose econ because it's really just not worth it. Now, normally rolling down for units follow this like roll down to 50 rule, like most reroll comps tell you to save interest until 50 and then roll down to 50. This way you can sort of roll for your unit while still getting the max interest gold, right? So the question is, when is it okay to lose econ? Now think of it this way. The primary purpose of gold in TFT is to raise your board power so you can preserve HP, deal more damage, and ultimately win the game. But if you're just hoarding gold for the sake of it, you're not really doing anything with it. You'll just end up dying without spending it. If you kind of think of it in terms of other games, like let's say StarCraft or League of Legends, it's actually really bad to hold your gold because that's stats you're not having. Like in League of Legends, maybe you could buy an item and drastically increase the chances you win a fight. Or in StarCraft, you could be building more units and doing more with those units instead of just holding it in your bank, right? So whether or not you should intentionally lose econ depends on how much the particular unit will spike your board power and what you gain from it. So if you're gonna hit your 3-star, you probably want to keep rolling for your 3-star because it'll spike your board, you'll save HP, you may even win streak and get your gold back. But if it's like maybe you just hit like a 2-star 3 cost that you're not really going to be making your carry, it's probably not worth it. Now, I will link below where I first learned about this trick, as well as another video with probably a better explanation than my quick rundown I have here. So if you want further information on this topic, be sure to check the description. If you enjoyed this video and learned something from it, be sure to drop a like and subscribe for more in the future. See y'all next time.